In this video, we are going to learn how we can use select command in our queries. In our previous video, we learned how we can create tables in our database. And we also learned how we can insert data in our database. Now I want to see the data from my table. We can do this by using the select command. Let me show you the syntax. You can see, first we need to type select command. After select command, you need to type your column's name. In our case, column 1, column 2. Which columns you want to see data is up to you. Then you need to use another keyword from, and you need to type your table name. By doing this, you will get all your data. You can specify your column's name to see the data. But if you want to see all the data at once, then you need to use star sign. Stars mean every column in your table. So let's start the practical and see how select command work. You can see I open my Mysql workbench application, and I also open my XAMPP control panel, and I'm going to start Apache and MySQL, and I wait for green signal. Now our localhost server is ready for work, and I'm going to create my connection. I just hover on my connection name and double click on it. And you can see our old query in our editor. And you can see my table's name in our schema section. And if I want to show my table data, then I need to type select command. First I'm going to remove my old queries. Select star. Star means every column in our table from our table name, personal. Then I use semicolon to end this line. And I'm going to click run button. You can see it provides all the data from our personal table. Basically, we have 4 records in our table. And you can see all the columns. So, if you want to see all the data from your table, select star from your table name. And if you want to see particular columns from your table, yes, you can. Let me show you. I want to see student ID, their name and their gender. So I type ID, name, gender. And if I execute the query, you can see our student ID, student name and their gender. After select command, you need to type your column's name. Then you can see the information in that column in your table. Let me show you one thing. You can see our ID, name and gender is in small letter. But I want to make it capital letter. In that case, we can use alias name for our column's name. After ID, I'm going to type as keyword, as capital ID. Similarly, for name, as I'm going to type capital student. And for gender, I'm going to type capital gender. These are alias name. Using alias name, you can take different name for your columns. Let's execute this code. You can see it replaces our column's name with their alias name. And if you want to show 2 words name for your column, I just trying to say student name as column name. Yes, you can. In that case, you need to use double quotes. And inside the double quotes, you can type 2 different words. Student name. If you want to show space in your column name, then you need to use inverted quotes. Let's execute this code and you can see the result. Now our column name is student name. After this, let's see how we can retrieve conditional based data from our table. When we try to retrieve conditional based data, then we need to use WHERE clause. You can see a table on your screen. From this table, I want to retrieve some conditional based data. I want to show all the male students from our table. As a result, it returned this kind of table. You can see we have only 2 male students in our table. And now I want to run another condition, and I want to show the student data who are more than 30 years old. In that case, it returned this kind of table. You can see we have only 1 student who is over 30 years old. Whenever we try to retrieve conditional based data from our table, then we need to use select command with WHERE clause. Let me show you the syntax. First we have a select statement, and I want to show all of this column from my table. So I use star. Then I use a keyword named from and our table name. Then we don't need to close this statement. Just using a space and type WHERE clause. Then we need to define our condition. Let's see what comparison operator we have to make the condition. You can see our first comparison operator is equal, and our next comparison operator is also equal. It is safe to compare null values, and we have two not equal sign. Next you can see greater than sign, then come greater than or equal sign, less than sign, less than or equal sign. Then we have in operator, not operator, between operator, is null operator, is not null operator, like operator, and exist operator. We explore all of this operator in our upcoming videos. For now, I'm going to show you how we can use some common operators in this video. And right now, I'm showing you the practical. Once again, I'm back to my Mysql Workbench application. First, I'm going to show all of the column from our table. And you can see all of the column from our table. And now I'm going to set my condition. And I want to show all the male student from our table. So first I'm going to use WHERE clause. Then you need to type our column names. Gender. Gender equal to capital M for male. And if I execute the code, you can see it return all the male student data. And similarly, if you want to show all the female student, you can just replace M with capital F. Let's execute the code. And you can see it print one row from our table. And now I decide I want to show all the students who are below than 20 years old. So first I'm going to type our column name age, and then I'm going to use less than operator. For age I'm going to type 20 because our age column data type is int data type. So we don't need to use quotation. And if I execute the code, you can see it print all the student name who are less than 20-year-old. And if you want to show people under the age of 20 or equal to 20, then we need to use less than equal to operator. If I execute the code, you can see now it's written students who are 20 years old or below than 20 years old. Similarly, we can use greater than operator. If student age greater than 18, and if I execute this code, you can see it return two students, Adwan and Rahul. Let's talk about our another operator, not equal to operator. And now I want to return all the students who are not living in Kolkata city. So I'm going to type city column not equal to Kolkata. And if I run this code, it return all the students who are not lived in Kolkata. And similarly, if I want to show all the students who are lived in Kolkata, then just remove the not equal to sign and we need to use equal to sign. And if I execute the code, you can see only Rahul lived in Kolkata. And as I showed you earlier, we have another way to use not equal to sign. If we use less than and greater than sign together, it's mean it's not equal to. And if I execute this code, you can see all the students who are not live in Kolkata. And now I want to show only student ID and name who are not live in Kolkata. Select ID, name, and if I execute the code, you can see it print student ID and their name who are not live in Kolkata. I hope now it's clear for you how we use WHERE clause with select command. Thanks for watching this video. See you on the next tutorial.
Press the bell icon and subscribe the YouTube channel Get Sitemap. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and share this video with your friend. I will see you guys in my next video.